Damon here for cool art stuff for kids. You know, I taught art for over 40 years, and just lately I've come in contact with some of my former students. Some of them have, of course, gone to college, some have not, some have gone on to the business world, some are exploring music, art, drama, finance, real estate, whatever. But the one thing that they've all got in common that I'm finding out is they have a passion. So I'm talking to younger people here. You got to find your passion. You know, after 75 years in this life, I've found my passion way back when I was younger. And I pursued it, and it's been a whole lot of fun. And it's been something that's carried me through hard times and good times. And so what I'm saying is, get off your keister, you know what I'm talking about, and get yourself motivated and inspired to follow that thing, that one thing, that music career, that acting career, that art career, that finance career, that real estate career, that writing career, that you want to be a screenplay writer, whatever, do it. Okay, that's my sermon for today, people. Check you on the flip side when we talk about printmaking. Hi there, Damon for Cool Art Stuff for Kids. Kids, today we're going to do the cheap man's way to do printmaking. And what is printmaking, by the way? It's, let's say you have a drawing of a line and you do it on this foam. And then you can ink it up with the inks, and then you can print it on paper, let's say 25 times. And the first one that you do, you mark 1 of 25. The second print that you do, you mark 2 of 25, and so on all the way until you get to 25 of 25. And that way you've got 25 original prints versus a painting of a tiger, which is one picture, right? So it's a way of replicating or making more copies of something. So for this, you can actually be a kindergartner and do printmaking, and you can be an adult doing printmaking. So I'm going to take foam plates that I bought at Costco or the dollar store, and I'm going to make a circle out of this. I'll take a bowl that just happens to fit beautifully on there, and I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to go all the way around it. And if I pressed hard enough, I can pop that right out. And then I have a circle that I'm going to use for my printing plate. I'm going to get rid of some of the funky edges there. There we go. Okay, so that's a pretty nice circle. And then I'm going to draw something on it. For this, we're going to do something that's non-objective, meaning there's no object involved. It's not a house, it's not a car, it's not a portrait of someone's face, it's not a butterfly. It has no subject in the art design. So you could just say it is a design. You could say it's abstract, which is a little bit different than non-objective. But what we're going to do is I'm going to just do a line down here with my pencil. You don't want to use a sharper tool than a pencil because you'll probably cut right through this thin styrofoam. I'm going to do a line here. Maybe I'll do another line here. Whoa. Maybe I will do another big curve here. And maybe I'll do a circle, maybe. Sort of an oval. Just have fun with it. Make up your design. I'm going to press down a little bit. You don't want to go through the foam, but you can see that I'm very close to going through the foam, and in some cases it's a little wobbly because I went so deep, but that'll be okay. I'll just try to be careful. Go over all my lines one more time. And then we're going to use what's called the subtractive method. So we're going to subtract away from the foam. Think of it as maybe Michelangelo carving marble, and he's taking his hammer and chisel and taking away. He is subtracting from the marble. So we are subtracting from the foam plate, right? Maybe I'll do another circle here. I'll add just a few more touches here. Now, to subtract away from it, we can, actually, let me do this one more time. There we go. We can print it just like this, but I'm going to take away some things. I'm going to cut this half circle out, like that, and maybe do a cut in here, and maybe another cut right here. Purely design and non-objective design. 1, 2, 3 places. You know what? Maybe I can get this to come out if I press hard enough with my pencil. I can kind of pop that guy out. If you're a bigger kid, you know, like 5th or 6th grade, you can probably get an X-Acto knife and cut the pieces out. But for kindergarten, 1st grade, littler kids, we're just going to use scissors and make a hole like that. Because I pressed so hard with the pencil, it made the foam tear, and I was able to make a nice opening there. I think one more. I think maybe I'll do one more space right about there. And that will give me how many places that I cut into the foam? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd number, I like it. Usually an odd number is more interesting than an even number. Okay, now we've got this. Got some paper to print it on. Usually the first one you print is not that beautiful, but we'll give it a try. I've got my colors on my printing plate here. This is actually Speedball printing ink. Speedball printing ink. And that's acrylic paint. So we're gonna blend this together and give ourselves a nice pink color using our roller or brayer. Then go over the top of this guy. I pressed in with my pencil enough that you can still see the white foam in the depressed areas where I use my pencil. And maybe I will do this on a darker background. Blend that in better. Yeah, you don't want to use so much ink that you're filling in those white lines. You want to see those white lines. Let's go pink on pink. Here we go. We lay this down, and we're going to do many prints. So we're going to do a couple of register marks on the back of this foam. I'm going to go pencil line here, boom, pencil line here, and pencil line over here. So whenever I lay this down, I always line those up with my register marks. See those? Okay. Now, it's easier to rub through the paper than it is to rub through the thick piece of styrofoam. So I'm pressing, pressing, pressing. Let's see what we've got. Not bad. That's pretty good for our first print. So we're going to put that aside. And if we wanted to, we can mark that. Let's say I'm going to do 3. Mark that 1 of 3. Put that aside. Get another piece of paper. Let's try the black. And we'll keep our palette with that color pink. Maybe I'll take a little bit more of the acrylic paint and mix it in. There we go. Perfecto. There we go. Ink that up again. Again, we're using a little bit of ink. We don't want to fill in those lines. And this should hopefully show up really well with contrast on the black. Here we go. Boom. Now, where are my lines of register? Uh-oh, I lost track of them. There's one right there. And then the other ones were right here. Okay. You'll see why I'm doing that later. Here we go. Flip it over, press, press, press. Oh yeah, my fingertips are heating up. I'm burning up the plates. Here we go. Okay. That should do it. Now some people say, why don't you just take this brayer, go like that and press really hard? You could do that, but usually your fingertips in the palm of your hand or the side of the heel of your hand works better. Boom. I'm liking it. That's a good one. Okay, that's going to be number 2 of 3. And then we'll do one more. Do we use white paper yet? No. I'll do one on white paper. And this time I'm going to add a tiny bit more. I'm going to add a tiny bit of black ink to this. And a little more white. This we're gonna go cut. We're gonna cut some more. We can't cut away too much because our plate will fall apart. We don't want that to happen, but we do want to get some of this taken care of. So I used to do this project with about 14 like 2nd or 3rd graders or even 6th graders, and each kid's trying to get 3 really good prints. So they might, in a classroom period, do the design and then maybe print 3 or 4, make sure their names are on them and put those aside. And then the next class period they came, they would do some more cutting and more impressing. And I'm going to take away, again, subtractive from, add a line here, add a line here. I might even cut that out. I might do some kind of squiggly line in here. There we go. I'm kind of making this design up as I go. There we go. And then I'm going to press this down, make that a little bit thicker line. I'm going to echo that curve. There we go. And I forgot where I already cut from. I'm going to cut from here, cut from here, and then maybe do another design in here. Got to be careful not to rip the styrofoam. Okay, and then this guy's going to be pressed down with the pencil inside that shape. Okay, maybe I'll give this second line. Oh yeah. And maybe another echo line here, echoing all these curves, right? I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll press this down and take away some of the foam, but leave it attached so this thing doesn't get too weak and have too many cuts in it. Okay. Okay, now give me this guy and move this out of the way because that's really getting messy. Try to have a clean surface to work on. Here's our dot, so I know that dot's going over there. That's another way to register is by looking at your design. And this is right about there. Line it up. Flip it over and press it again. Now I've got a little darker ink on here than I originally used, so it'll have some contrast. can see it's got the lighter color, the darker color, and then we're going to do a third one on top of that. Okay. Here, get rid of this circle or oval if I can. Here we go. Good. What else can I get rid of? Maybe this guy. Maybe another piece here. Getting a little tricky because I got some loose ends hanging down. This will probably be the last print I'm able to do with this plate because I'm cutting it up into such delicate pieces. It might fall apart when I go to print. Let's see, where else? Maybe right there. Oh yeah. Them both. I never finished the third one, so maybe I'll do a little more on that and then I'll be done for the day. Let's ink this up one more time with whatever I have left on this printing plate. This printing plate's had better. Oh, there we go. All right. Uno, dos, tres. I kind of like the one on the pink the best. That's just me. Hey, have a great day. Wasn't that fun?